January 2, 2018 Q. How about Marc Gasol for Hassan Whiteside? David, Fort Lauderdale. A. While I rarely mull trade suggestions, if only because it comes down to teams' private deliberations, I have been intrigued by this one-on-one swap possibility in light of the Grizzlies' uneven run and the Heat's move somewhat away from Hassan's power style, and ongoing development of Bam Adebayo. The salaries are basically similar, as are the remaining years, although Gasol is 4 years older, with plenty of international wear. Still, his style would seem to fit exactly what Erik Spoelstra has been seeking from his big men. Still, there is one huge, oversized factor at play, and that well could be a deal-breaker, the fact that Gasol was seen as the driving force in ending the Memphis coaching tenure of Spoelstra close friend David Fizdale. That could end any discussion before it ever may start. In some ways, the Grizzlies consider Whiteside one that got away, after the Heat poached him from the Grizzlies' developmental league roster. From a basketball standpoint, it could represent a fresh start for both teams and both players. The Grizzlies, though, likely would be looking to shed salary if they were to move on from Gasol. Now, if a team would be willing to take on Chandler Parsons, that might be another story. But from a cap standpoint, Gasol Parsons for Whiteside Tyler Johnson only would work once the 2018-19 cap calendar begins. As with all of these notions, it stands as mere speculation with seemingly little basis in reality. Q. Why do the Heat not allow Bam Adebayo and Hassan Whiteside to play together? James Johnson could easily play small forward. I think the team would perform better. Tony, Tallahassee. A. For whatever reason, the Heat seemingly have decided that James Johnson is only a power forward, which limits the rotation flexibility. As for Bam and Hassan, I agree that it appears to be redundant to have both on the court at the same time, plus it's not as if limited minutes are a detriment to Adebayo at this early stage. He still often is out of position defensively. That's why Hassan went to the bench in Orlando in the opening period when he saw Bam entering, surprised that just for the second time this season Erik Spoelstra had decided to play the two together. Q. Are Derrick Jones Jr.'s 26 days of NBA eligibility based on the number of days that Matt Williams Jr. spent with the team or the amount of time remaining until 10-day contracts start? Jeff. A. Neither players on two-way contracts are allowed a maximum of 45 days in the NBA per season. However, that amount is prorated, based on when a player signs such a deal. The timing of the signing of Jones left that amount at 26 days, regardless of the time Williams had spent in the NBA or the January 5 start of the 10-day contract period. Based on how the Heat play it, with days the team is given off not counting against that calendar, it is possible the Heat could slow play Jones' remaining days until the February 8 NBA trading deadline, when their roster picture should come into clearer focus. January 1, 2018.